Welcome back. Today I would like to continue to move us on. We are almost done with our beginning series. So you guys have been working very hard and I think you're ready for a little bit more standing poses, a little bit more intensity. Okay? So come to your comfortable cross-legged position. Let's focus in on our breath. Just a moment. There we go. So focusing in on your breath. Good. Place that hand over your belly button. Good. And let's take a deep breath in. Letting the belly button move away from the spine. Long breath out, drawing the belly button into the spine. Good. You can close your eyes wherever you are. And just let your body relax into your breath. If you find that you're having a hard time kind of separating from your day and whatever you've been doing prior to watching this video, why don't you close your eyes and go ahead and just visualize one of the most pleasant places to be. For me, I see like a stream and a waterfall and huge, huge trees towering next to me. And I can even hear the rushing of the water. Good, and that's a visualization that can help bring yourself into the moment and into relaxation. Good. Continuing to deepen your breath. Good. Feel the abdominal cavity expanding on every inhale. And exhale, the abdominal cavity drawing into the spine. Good, you can relax your hands. Let's just become aware of our posture while you're continuing to breathe. So notice if your body's slouching over or if your shoulders feel tight or if your neck feels rolled forward. What I'd like you to do is just to gently begin to adjust your posture. Beginning at the base of the spine and the hips, really pressing the sit bones into the ground, and then lifting up through each vertebra. Notice how as you extend through the crown of the head, the chin just ever so slightly tucks backwards. Good, and the shoulders draw together. Not a huge hyperextension, but just a gentle drawing together of the shoulders. Good, 2 more deep breaths in. Exhale, release the breath. Good, continuing to breathe, let's move into a downward facing dog. Again, don't take the breath out of the equation yet, even though we're moving. So tuck the toes under, lift the knees off, downward dog. Remember, you're in the upside down V position, hands are flat, and you're drawing the weight off the hands into the hips and into the heels. Good. You can rock the hips side to side like we did last video. Good. You can oscillate the knees, bending one knee at a time. This just really deepens the stretch into the hamstrings and into the hips. Good. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Good. Inhale, high push-up. You can drop the knees if you'd like to. Hello, sugar. Exhale, low push-up. This is our dog. Inhale, upward dog. Tucking the tops of the toes down. Lift the knees up if you'd like. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Rock the hips side to side. Shifting the weight. I don't know about you guys, but even in my hamstrings, just doing this, I feel all of the areas of tightness. Good, bending one knee at a time. Going back to neutral, inhale, high push-up, drop the knees. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Good. Exhale, come into a child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Set the hips back and down. And reach for the edge of the mat. reaching and extending, you're decompressing the spine by reaching towards the edge and then dropping the hips back and down. Good, deep belly breath. Inhale, come into high push-up. Actually, I'm sorry, come into all fours. Downward dog. Good, and let's inhale, bringing the right foot forward into a lunge. So we haven't done this before, this is new. What I'd like for you to do is keep the heel off the ground. Good, the right knee's in line with the ankle. Good, you're really positioning the legs, straightening the legs, keeping them nice and engaged. Good, lift the hands off the mat, keeping the chest slightly forward. And on an exhale, draw the upper body straight to a warrior one. Remember with warrior one, the hips are nice and square. They're in line with each other. Good. And you can extend and reach the arms over your head. Good, so that right knee stays in line with the ankle. And what do? Breathe. Good, so putting our warriors together, let's come into warrior two. So shifting, you're rotating your body by dropping that back heel down to the mat. Good. So you're now opening up the hips. Check that back foot. Should be your left foot, and then your toes should be slightly turned inward. Imagine if there was like a face of a clock underneath that left foot. Your toes would be at about the 1 o'clock hour, okay? Remember that right knee is nice and bent, you're engaged, and the arms come out nice and strong. Everything is in one straight line. Breathe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Open up that right side. So you're just gently letting that back arm rest on the thigh or the calf, and you're reaching up through that right side. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Coming back out the same way we came in, bring your hands onto your hips. Good. And let's rotate the upper body. So I'm lifting the heel off the mat. I'm kind of slightly coming forward since my feet kind of shifted. Good. Hips come square to each other. Hands on the hips, on the waist. And on an exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Good. Feeling the quad burning. Good. Bowing forward. You can rest your hands on the ground and come into a downward dog. Good. If you need to take a child's pose here, that's totally fine. Great. Getting ready for the left side. For video purposes, I'm just going to switch sides, but you don't have to change directions at your house or on your mat. Sorry, sure. Good. So this time, inhale, bring the left foot forward into a lunge and look up. Good, so again, that left knee is in line with the ankle, and this back leg is nice and straight. Notice I'm on the ball of my foot, my heel's off the mat. Good, the hips are in line with each other and shifting forward. You can place your hands on your hips, inhale, and exhale, lifting all the way up for warrior one. Good, notice that this is the posture of the hips. You can extend and reach the hands over the head. Good, deep belly breath. Inhale, and exhale, warrior two. Remember with warrior two, you're just turning that back foot down, heel comes onto the mat, toes are slightly turned inward at about the 2 o'clock hour. Go ahead, make sure your left knee's in line with the ankle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Open up that left side, reaching that back hand down towards the thigh or the shin. Good, reach, 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 reach. Awesome. Coming back out the same way we came, warrior two. Good, hands on the hips for warrior one. Good, so that back heel comes off the mat. You can take a half a step forward if you need to. Good. Hips come in line with each other. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, bowing forward. Good. Resting the hands onto the mat. Downward facing dog. Great. You can take a child's pose here if you need to. Or you can oscillate the knees back and forth. Good. Coming onto all fours. Good. Shoulders in line with the wrists. Hips in line with the knees. Let's come into thread the needle. So lifting the left palm up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, I want you to scoop that left hand underneath the right, coming all the way down to the shoulder. Eventually, the head comes down towards the ground as well. You can reach and extend that right arm over your head. Good. And what I want you to do is draw the left hip forward, right hip back. So notice the change in the hips and how it affects the stretch. Good. Breathe into the belly, just like our normal spinal twists. You are stretching the what? Intercostal muscles in this pose as you deep belly breathe. Good. Man, this feels great to me. I'm starting to feel a little loopy. When you're ready, unplug the left arm. Good. And let's switch sides. So again, for video purposes, I'm just going to change position so you can see me. We're going to shift over to the right side. Right palm up to the sky, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, scoop that right arm underneath the left. Good. Back of the hand and the shoulder come down, as well as the head. Kind of even like the side of the ear. You can reach the left arm over your head. Good, and this time you're drawing the right hip forward, left hip back. Wow, I even feel like a stretch in the side of my neck in this pose. Didn't feel that on the other side. Good, 2 deep, long breaths. Focus in on your body. What's happening in your body? What are you feeling release? What are you feeling open up? Good. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming out. Shifting the weight back to the knees. Good. Let's come onto our bottoms. Whew. Man, I think something really needs to open up for me because I feel a lot of what do they call that? Like fascia high, I guess. My brain is feeling very light and airy, which is good. So let's come into a butterfly position. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that, but it's probably pretty normal. So with butterfly position, this time I want you to really bring the feet away from the hips, as far away as your body will allow. We're going to do 2 different levels of this. Taking a deep breath in, lift through the crown of the head. And on an exhale, I'd like you to bow forward, bringing the elbows to the knees. Okay, so grabbing onto the ankles, really press the knees down with the elbows and the upper body. Good. Breathing into the hips, breathing into the spine. So we carry a lot of tension in our hips, especially if we're misaligned, mostly throughout the day. So a lot of the impact of gravity, of simply walking or even strenuous exercise puts a lot of pressure onto the hips, especially the hip capsules. And that's really what we're stretching here. Good. Deep breath in and exhale. Come back up. Let's walk the feet in just a little bit closer. Good. Come up a little bit more. You can grab again the ankles or the tops of the feet. Take a deep breath in and bow forward. If you are grabbing the feet, I want you to avoid pulling the feet towards the chest. So instead, keep the feet flat, bring the chest towards the ground. So as the feet are closer, you should feel this even deeper into your sacrum. So closer to where your coccyx bone, which is that end bone on the sacrum. also known as your tailbone. I couldn't remember the name there for a second. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Extend the legs, shake the legs out. Good. And when you're ready, you can come back to a comfortable cross-legged position. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope that your hips feel a little bit more opened up. And I encourage you, from what you learned today in the class, take this throughout the day. So if you're at work and you're feeling lagged and needing a cup of coffee, try doing this routine again and see if you can become a little bit more energized. Okay? Have a great day. Namaste.